You ever see that movie Doctor Strange?
It's very good.
You know how he has that cape that helps him out?
Yeah, the magical cape that has sentience.
Yeah. It's this magical cape, and every time he's in trouble, this magical cape comes and helps him out because he's a good dude, and the cape likes what he's doing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you can kind of do that for this show.
What? You could be our magical cape?
You could be our magical cape and help us keep the show going and help us grow the show. To find out how, go to patreon.com/wehaveconcerns.
Be our magical cape.
Choose wisely because you get one. And then I'm blocking you. This is We Have Concerns. Hi, Jeff Canada.
Hi, Anthony Carboni.
Hello, concerned citizens.
Hey, we've been talking a lot in the last few episodes about evolution. And
the movie starring David Duchovny.
Yeah. You know, my friend is in that. It's like his first movie role, and it's like a 5-minute.
It's a very auspicious start.
Yeah. He went on to big things, but I remember we
Who's a friend? You got to drop the name now because people can just IMDb.
It's Jerry Trainer. He was a regular on iCarly.
Oh
Yeah. One of his first. I think it was his very first movie role was that movie.
Oh,
he's like, was
he David Duchovny?
Yes, he played David.
David Duchovny in that movie. That's
David
amazing.
Duchovny doesn't actually star in anything anymore.
No.
He just has other people play him.
God,
yeah.
If only you could get that famous.
Anyway, we've been talking about evolution, the concept of evolution, the last couple of episodes, and there's something that I've always been curious about. You know,
if we evolved from monkeys, why are there still monkeys?
Yeah, that just doesn't make any sense.
It's me, Tim Allen.
Flat Earth.
And I'm on Twitter, and I'm a fucking problem.
You know, Tim Allen's greatest role, David Duchovny.
The greatest trick Tim Allen played was convincing David Duchovny he exists.
Yeah. No, let me ask you. Let me ask you what my big question about evolution.
But also, Tim Allen is awful. Go on.
True. Everything evolves. We've talked so much about how these animals are crazy. They evolve so that it looks like a leaf on a tree to trick predators into not eating them. Mm-hmm. Or it'll evolve into having camouflage at the bottom of the ocean so it looks like sand so predators don't eat them. Or it'll evolve to crawl into these tiny little crevices and squish their body down tight so predators don't eat them. And it's all about the food chain, right? About who eats who. Why didn't anybody...
That's life, baby.
That is life. There's always a bigger fish, right?
Let me tell you something. That's what life is. Sun Tzu, Art of War. Come to my seminar at the airport, Ramada.
All right.
It's $150.
Calm down, Tim
I'm
Allen.
going to teach you how to be an alpha.
All right. So, but here's the question.
Bro.
If they evolved to all of these things to prevent getting eaten...
Protein powder.
Why don't they just evolve to not mind being eaten? Why didn't we evolve to just... make being eaten fine?
Like the cows at the restaurant of the end of the universe?
Yes, exactly.
Just like they walk over, they're just like, dude, I am so psyched that you're going to be eating me. I am 100% on board.
Yes.
Like a Mr. Meeseeks. All I wish for is death.
Mr. Meeseeks, look at me. And it turns out, Anthony, there are creatures on this planet Earth of ours that have evolved to be fine with being eaten. In fact, we got an article about this very topic from our friend Katherine Tuck, the Mighty Eagle.
The Mighty Eagle!
She sent it into wehaveconcernsshow@gmail.com. This is an article from the BBC, and it's a very long article, talks about how there are animals that have evolved to survive being eaten.
Now, I know that there are certain bacteria, single-cell organisms. We're talking about things like... Toxoplasmosis,
right.
Toxoplasmosis Gandhi, Mahatma.
Well, nailed it.
Mahatma Toxoplasmosis Gandhi.
Yeah.
Is the name of my ska band.
He fasted and yet could be eaten himself.
But they evolved to be eaten by cats, by mice.
Right.
So the mice will be less afraid of cats, so the cats will eat the mice. They reproduce inside the cat. Circle of life, it moves us all, everything light touches.
Sure, we've heard of those things.
Yeah, but are you talking about a larger animal?
I'm talking about, well, at least this article starts, and it goes on from there, but it starts with some scientists in 2012 observing a frog eating a vertebrate, a snake, that then crawled out of that frog's anus and went on about its day.
Now, of course, that is an omen of very ill portent.
You don't ever
And if
want
you
a
see
snake
that,
to go through you.
If you see the frog that eats the snake and the snake escapes from the frog,
Yeah.
that is a sign that a great war is coming.
Out of that frog's ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. The war of the frog's ass.
I mean, it's a prophecy. It's not literal.
Oh.
I'm just sort of reading the prophecy.
I mean, ask the frog. I think he would take it literally.
I mean, that's because it's happening to
like
the
a
frog.
war.
Sure, but like what I'm saying is I'm reading the symbol of the frog.
I bet when that frog is later on at the frog pub and he's talking to his frog buddies.
Look, did you make me shaman for a reason, or like just to shut down every one of my ideas? Is
I'm
that
just saying that frog shaman is he's got some stories. And I bet they're war tales. I bet he's a war-torn asshole.
So what are we?
Torn is not figurative.
So like, what are we talking about here? It sounds like we're just agreeing, but you're like really focusing on the frog, and I'm saying prepare for war.
Oh no, I'm preparing for a war, but I feel a little sympathy to this frog. As if you'd seen what I saw,
I just saw it.
Okay, well,
that's why I said I saw it, and it's a symbol.
But it's a symbol for that frog that's way more important than the symbol for us.
Listen, man, you got to see the forest for the trees here. You're thinking too small, I think.
Okay.
And also, if you see the forest and the trees, and you see an eagle fly through the trees and pick up a snake, which then is eaten by a frog, that means we will lose the war. And there goes an eagle. We are fucked.
Oh man, we are fucked.
So there was a frog eating a snake.
Snake crawls out of the frog's anus, and these scientists went, "Holy shit! Never seen that before. That's new." So they went about studying it because
I just picture scientists just like sitting at like a picnic table in the middle of a jungle and just like eating a sandwich slowly and just being like watching it happen, be like, huh,
are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Did you? That is weird.
I've never seen that before. Maybe we should cut short this environmental study and just take a look at that snake.
Maybe.
How's the baloney?
Terrible. It's baloney. It's terrible by nature. Don't at me.
So here's the reasons that it's crazy that this vertebrate went through the digestive tract of a frog. First of all, a frog's stomach is a very small place.
Yeah.
It's full of toxins and digestive juices.
Yeah.
It should have an effect, right? Even if the frog doesn't chew or kill this thing on the way in, even if it just swallows it whole, it should have a terrible effect on this snake. So the scientists went, okay, what's going on with this snake that it could survive the digestive juices? And it turns out that its scales are layered in such a way that it probably is watertight. And the digestive juices, it was in there for a short enough amount of time that it didn't break down those scales and it could emerge unscathed.
What about its little snake eyes?
I guess it closed them.
Just closes its little snake eyes.
Just
and
went in like, woo.
And just here we go.
Well, even worse than that, Anthony.
Leave luck to heaven.
Even worse than that, there's no air inside a frog.
That you know of.
I'm telling you, these scientists said there is no breathable air in a frog. They did some very intense research using a miniaturization ray.
Yeah.
And they came to the conclusion.
They lost some good people.
You can't breathe in a frog. God rest his soul, old Bill.
Yep. They shrunk down Hitler and Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's a very early callback.
And
so
the frog couldn't breathe inside the snake. It should not have survived.
Strike that. Reverse it. Snake couldn't breathe inside the frog.
What did I say?
Frog couldn't breathe inside the snake. But
also true.
Neither one of them could breathe inside the other one. But for right now, let's focus on the snake, which was actually in the frog. Yeah, this is crazy because it's got all kinds of
breath,
valves and liquids and things like that. It's airtight. Once you
literally get went like, I'm getting eaten right now.
Yo, that is one Brock ass snake.
That's badass.
That snake
I'm gonna get through this. I'm gonna hold my breath. It's like fucking Tom Cruise in a Mission Impossible movie going into the water.
Is living the Brock life.
He's just diving for it.
Yo, watch me get eaten by that frog. I dare you to dare me to get eaten by that frog.
Bro, you're not gonna survive through the frog.
I'm gonna survive that frog. I'm riding that frog.
You're gonna leap off this cliff.
Hell yeah.
Fall 12 inches, which to a snake could be deadly.
Yes, I understand the scale.
and land.
But thank God you said it for anybody else who may be listening.
Land inside that frog's mouth.
Hell yeah. Come out the other side.
Come out the other side.
Fuck your sister.
Oh,
hell yeah!
Why you gotta fuck my sister?
Because I'm the coolest snake.
You are the coolest snake.
How snake do?
It clearly held its breath, which is literally what the scientists came up with. Is like it must have just held its breath.
Okay, hold breath, close eyes, go through frog. Why snake do?
Why snake do? They don't know that. I think it just felt like it improvised that particular situation.
So when you're saying it evolved to be eaten, this is not like the bacteria where it's like, I want to be eaten to procreate. This is, I can be eaten if worse comes to worse.
I've evolved to the point where getting eaten isn't going to be the end of me.
This is the Batman of snakes. It's not planning on being eaten, but if it gets eaten, there is a plan.
There's a plan, right.
It's not the plan, but there's a plan.
Right. He's got eaten on his utility belt.
Yeah.
So there are other animals that they reference that can do the same kind of thing. There are snails that can endure short digestive trips without being killed either, and that's partially due to their shell, which provides them natural armor against the digestive.
I was going to say
juices.
the shell is a very incisive comment that I was going to say.
Right.
Because nobody would think the shell.
It's literally the only thing we know about snails.
People would think it was the squishy underside. That's impenetrable.
Yeah. And sometimes large snails can survive digestion as well. Snails with shells up to 17 millimeters in diameter. Pretty big. Can sometimes emerge alive from a variety of birds. They poop them out. And they're like, that snail's like, oh, Jesus Christ. What was that?
Got a lot of Pinocchio situations happening in the animal kingdom.
There's a lot of Pinocchio situations.
Although Pinocchio went back out through the mouth because...
that'd be a little...
Because Disney.
That'd be a little rough for kids. Yeah.
Disney, of course, who created Pinocchio. There was no story of Pinocchio before Walt Disney created it, of course. Much like Snow White, Cinderella.
Right.
None of these things existed. Go on, Jeff.
Also that Jonah, right? And didn't Jonah do that? In the
from VeggieTales?
From the historically accurate VeggieTales?
Oh, from Darren Aronofsky's VeggieTales.
Yeah. So there are other things that there are some slugs.
Okay.
And
what's the most impressive one? We got snake, we got snug. Really?
I think snake was the most impressive one.
Okay.
And we get smaller from here. We get to grubs. There are and yes, these things that actually evolved to use being eaten as a way to move through the world, and kind of started talking about some of those. They
transport themselves. They reproduce inside of things. It's cool. It's a weird way to live, but you do you.
And the first case of an insect using internal transport was documented only back in 2014 by the University of Hamburg in Germany. So
if you're looking for a field to major in,
it's emergent.
This is an emerging field.
Yeah.
Forget computer science. Computer science is over. We're no longer going to be talking to computers.
No.
We want to know what animals is pooping other animals.
and what animals
salaries start at $150K a year.
Wow. That is really
right out of college.
Amazing.
It's huge. This is disruptive.
Yeah. It's you're going to be searching through a lot of shit. Literally.
That's the job,
baby. That's the job. But you're going to be paid handsomely for it.
So this is something that we've only known for just a couple years. I love that.
Yeah. They actually suspect that the eggs of an aquatic leaf beetle are being dispersed by mallard ducks specifically from this process. The mallard ducks eat the eggs, and the beetle is like, eat my egg, bro.
Eat my egg.
Here it is.
Doesn't it look delicious?
Eat my egg.
Got a whole pile of eggs here.
Come on over here.
You like eggs?
You
like eggs? You lay eggs.
Oh, it's so good.
You like eggs? You lay eggs? You eat eggs? Come have these eggs. That is not what a duck really sounds like. No, that's not. That's. Can I tell you something, Jeff? Here's a patented Anthony digression for you. New DuckTales.
Yes.
Very, very good.
Extremely good.
I'm not sure I'm
in love with the art style, but I like it.
I'm super in love with it. Here's something that I noticed as I was watching the new DuckTales.
I do a better Donald Duck.
Giving all of the other characters like newer, more human, more real voices makes Donald much harder to understand in context of the episode.
The old DuckTales was like that too. I mean, Huey, Dewey, and Louie were like, "Hey, we're Huey, Dewey, and Louie," and he's like,
but they still had kind of like a they still had kind of like an Uncle Scrooge. Like they still had like a very cartoony. I don't know. There's something about Donald out of context in the new DuckTales. Like he comes in, he's like, I've got a job interview, but he says it the way you do it.
I've got a job interview.
And you're just like, what?
Yeah.
Because you got David Tennant fucking Shakespeareing his way through it. Anyway, that's a patented Anthony digression. Watch the new DuckTales. The first 2 episodes are up on YouTube for free. Can you believe that shit?
But the point is, these beetles want their eggs to be eaten.
Yeah.
So that mallard duck is like, delicious, and then goes and leaves, and the beetle eggs come out the other end and hatch in a new place.
What's up?
That's how they travel. That's
Beetle
how
relocation program.
That is when the beetle gets a new job in a foreign city.
If you see a beetle murder and you need to testify against another beetle, a dangerous beetle, a beetle with connections, what they will do is they will shove you into a duck. And when that duck comes out all the way on the other side of a pond, once again, scale for a beetle.
Oh,
think about
huge.
12 inches for a snake. Now think about meters, entire meters for a beetle.
And honestly,
you can start a whole new life. Clean slate.
You think that being shit out is the worst part? It's not. It's about having a new identity. It's the hardest part.
That's the hardest thing.
Reinventing yourself.
It's like, oh, aren't you that beetle? And it's like, no, I'm actually a different beetle. Oh, what's different about you? I don't know. Beetle differences.
I'm not the beetle that saw that murder.
That's definitely not me. And I'm also a unique individual, I guess, in the same way that all beetles are.
Yeah.
We're all pretty similar. Actually, I don't know why I went into this program. This is cool, and it's gross, and it's cool, and it's fascinating that it's like, oh, this is the way that you're supposed to die. This is supposed to be the end of you as an animal.
Right.
And you're like, oh no, my friend.
No, I'm going to use this.
Much like another animal that's real, the mighty phoenix. I will use this opportunity to rise again.
Yeah. So to revert back to our original story of the scientists eating bologna sandwiches and seeing a snake come out of a frog butt.
Yeah.
Just really the hook for this whole tale, I would say. They came to the conclusion.
You don't want to swallow a snake that has a hook for a tail because it's going to hurt you going down.
Yeah. Are there snakes with hook for tails, though?
The hook-tailed python, rambler, warbler.
Yeah, it's not the hook that's so scary. It's that damn warble.
It's just like, what is that? Is that a turkey? No.
There's snakes around here.
If it's not November and you hear a turkey, because turkeys only exist in November.
That's right.
You're about to be attacked by the very poisonous hook-tailed rambler warbler.
He rambles,
python.
Then he warbles.
Yeah, he's going to tell you a really long story about the time that he went through a duck. It's boring. You'd think it would be interesting. It sounds interesting.
And on and on.
But he just gets into details you don't need to know.
You know the thing the issue is it's a good story. He just doesn't know how to tell it.
He doesn't know how to tell it.
He just adds too many extraneous details. Yeah, he adds too many extraneous
And also it's kind of like a DuckTales Donald Duck situation because he's warbling and you're trying to understand what he's saying.
Yeah. Oh, it's so annoying.
It's tough.
Anyway, what they came to, these scientists, is that this frog made a tactical error. He didn't intend to even eat this snake. He thought it was a worm, and he ate a snake.
And he was just like, I literally bit off more than I can chew. Yeah. This is too much worm. This is the biggest, craziest worm I've ever eaten.
Not dissimilar to me eating too much Taco Bell.
Oh, God.
And realizing it midway, finishing it.
Just because.
I finish it for no reason.
Just because you can hand a $20 bill to somebody at Taco Bell and say, give me literally one of everything.
Right. It doesn't mean you should.
Doesn't mean you should.
And when you're halfway through, you shouldn't finish it. I always do.
Yeah.
I always finish it. And then on the way out, when it emerges still alive from your rectum, that is when you really realize I've made a very bad decision.
Big mistake on my part.
And that's what these scientists realized is that this snake, which is blind. I shouldn't have left that out.
That's what the thing is with the eyes then.
It's a Brahminy blind snake.
Warbler.
They said it probably had very little impact on the toad, other than giving him that great story to tell at the toad pub.
I don't know. I think you get frog hemorrhoids from that.
You think? I think
it's not easy for a frog to pass a snake.
I wouldn't think so, but these scientists seem to think so. He said the toad appeared to be embarrassed.
Wait, it's a toad? You've been saying frog this whole time.
Is there a difference?
Oh, Jeff. Thanks for listening to our science podcast, everyone. Be sure to like and subscribe and write your congressman and tell them that we're woefully underqualified to host a science podcast. Hey, what's your favorite factual error we've made on our podcast? Let us know on Twitter. I'm at @acarboni.
Hey, I saw a picture and it looked like a frog, so I went with that. I'm at Jeff Canada.
And you can hashtag those. You can hashtag those. Don't at me. But no, this is super interesting. We'd love to hear what you think about it, and also what your favorite factual error was. Really, do it.
There's a lot to choose from.